This is Chris K with your Peak Fitness Workout B. As with Workout A, Workout B consists of 3 circuits of 3 exercises each. And in this video, I'm simply going to demonstrate proper form for each exercise and how to progress and regress each exercise. With that said, our first circuit consists of 3 exercises. The first one is a standing overhead press. All right, for the standing overhead press, you're going to start out with 2 dumbbells. All right, I have my thumbs pointed back here, so they're facing this way as opposed to this way. All right, my chest is out. I'm trying to pull my shoulder blades back. All right, I'm just alternating and pressing above my head. All right, some things to look for here. I want to try to keep my shoulders or my shoulder away from my ear, meaning I don't want to shrug my shoulders and pressing up. I want to use the muscle as opposed to the trap. So I want to try to keep the dumbbells out a bit and try not to shrug. Again, I'm keeping my chest up. I'm trying to let these dumbbells track straight next to my ears here instead of out in front of me. And I'm trying not to arch my lower back. So I'm tightening my abs and I'm trying not to let that happen. If you find that you're arching your lower back to get this up, move down in the weights. That's an indication that that might be a bit too heavy for you. But again, I'm looking for up to 8 reps on each side. All right, so that would be 16 reps in total. All right, now from here, our second exercise is a deadlift. All right, for the deadlift, what we've got is a dumbbell here. Okay, you've noticed I've placed the dumbbell on several carpet squares, and what this does is reduces the range of motion a little bit. For somebody that has some problems with doing this from the floor, we can use this as a method to regress the exercise. So what I'm doing here is I'm just spreading my legs really wide, much wider shoulder width apart. I want to get my back as flat as possible when I come to pick it up. So what I want to do is just lean forward until I feel a stretch here in my hamstring. I'm looking down at the dumbbell here. You'll also notice the dumbbell is between my heels. I want to get it as far behind me as I can, so I really have to reach back and use my hips as opposed to my knees to pick this up. So I'm leaning forward, just bend my knees slightly, only as much as I need to get it. My back is arched and flat, and I'm standing straight up with this. All right, again, with this, I want you to move fast on the way up and down. Do not move slowly with the deadlift. We want to stay away from that, but again, back is flat, slight bend in the knees to pick it up, and stand up straight. All right, if you find that that's pretty easy, what we can do is simply move this down. Okay, so I'm going to move this down onto the floor, do the same thing, legs wide, lean forward till my back is flat, and stand straight up. All right, again, I'm looking for up to 8 reps here, and you want to move. This is an exercise that you can progress pretty quickly. So, most gyms have dumbbells up to maybe 120 pounds, and this is a great way to do that. If you find that you max out the dumbbells, what we can do, if you're able to get more than 8 reps, is simply take a stability ball here and superset what is called a stability ball rollback with that exercise. So, what I'm going to do is place this stability ball. I'm going to perform the deadlift, and then immediately following the deadlift, I'm going to push my hips, place my feet on the ball here, push my hips up into the air, roll the ball back towards my butt, and come back. Once again, I'm looking for 8 reps here. I'm just moving slowly. I'm trying to keep my butt in the air the entire time. All right, so that would be if you can if you can go to the largest dumbbell and you can move past 8 reps with that. So throw in the stability ball if necessary. All right, now for our third and final exercise in this circuit, we have leg lowering. All right, for leg lowering, what I'm going to do is line my back here, press my back down on the ground, abs are tight, feet are up in the air. I just want to lower one at a time, tap the ground in front of me. Again, to make this exercise harder, I can reach out in front of me a little bit more. To make this easier, I can simply tap in front. I can just reduce the range of, the distance between my my feet here and my butt. So that is the leg lowering, and with that, I'm looking for 8 reps on each side. Perform that circuit of each exercise 3 times, each exercise back to back, and then we're going to move on to our second circuit. Now for our second circuit, we have a split stance cable row. Okay, for the split stance cable row, I have a cable system here. What I'm going to do is just take the handle here, take the handle of the cable system. This can also be done with a band kind of looped around a table or a chair. Just going to raise this up to an appropriate weight. Come into a split stance here. So I'm holding this in the hand opposite of the leg that's forward. and I'm just pulling like this, all right? Keeping my shoulder blade down and back, tightening the butt cheek of the back leg, pausing at the top, and coming back down. What I'm trying not to do is shrug my shoulder, okay? So I'm trying to really keep my chest forward here, pause at the top, and come back down. Once again, I'm looking for 6 to 8 reps on each side, so you would just switch sides, do the same thing. Again, abs stay tight, really tightening the butt cheek of the back leg, pause at the top, and come back down. All right, now from here, we're going to move into a step up. All right, for the step up, we're going to do this with, onto an exercise bench for a smaller step. All right, and what I want you to do is we're going to utilize what is called an offset loading with the weight. So I'm going to hold the weight in the hand opposite of the leg that's stepping up here. All right, so my foot is up here, holding a dumbbell or a kettlebell if you have it, that's great as well. Stepping straight up, and I'm coming down. And again, I'm looking for 6 to 8 reps. If you can do more than 8 reps, again, just go a little heavier with the dumbbell. And, same thing, switch sides. 1 foot up, step straight up, come back down. Again, 8 reps on each side. All right, now for our core exercise in the circuit, we're going to do the same things workout, and we have a band hold. All right, so for the band hold, we can either use the cable system or a band like I'm using here. Just going to walk this out, press forward, keep my abs tight, and hold here for a 10 count. All right, I'm just going to switch to the other side after that. Press out and hold for a 10 count, trying not to let myself rotate back the other way. Now for our third and final circuit, our first exercise is a skull crusher. All right, for the skull crusher, it's not as bad as it sounds. I'm going to take 2 dumbbells and I'm going to line my back. All right, what I want to do with this, pick a weight that I can perform, up to 15 reps. I'm going to start here with the dumbbells, bring them behind me, and just extend back up. Again, I'm just trying to bring them all the way to the floor, pause at the bottom, and come back up just like this. All right, for our next exercise, we have what is called an X-band walk. All right, with the X-band walk, I'm going to take a stretch band. Really, you can utilize any kind of band for this, but try to get a fairly heavy band, something that challenges you. All right, I'm going to stand on the bands here. I'm going to cross the bands so the handles are like an X-type pattern, so I'm calling it an X-band walk. All right, and I'm just taking big steps down. Main thing here is I'm keeping distance between my feet, so I'm not stepping all the way together. Again, as with each exercise in this circuit, I want to keep tension in the muscle the entire time, so I want to keep distance between these bands. So I'm going to take 15 big steps down and 15 big steps back. All right, now for our third and final exercise in this circuit, we have what are called band flies. All right, for the band fly, I'm just going to loop the band once again around a table or chair, get my chest up. I'm going to perform a fly motion. So I'm just pulling back, keeping my shoulder blades down and back, and I'm coming forward. Again, once again, I'm trying to keep tension on the muscle the entire time, trying not to shrug my shoulders, keeping my chest up, my shoulder blades squeezed together. All right, again, I want you to perform that circuit 2 times, so each exercise 4 15 reps twice, and we're going to finish with our conditioning. All right, and as with circuit A, or as with workout A, we have the same 4 exercises. All right, I want you to pick a different exercise for this day, and I want you to try to perform anywhere from 5 to 8 rounds. All right, so we're going 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. All right, the exercises are as follows. All right, our first exercise is a burpee. All right, for the burpee, what I'm going to do is start in a push-up position here, hop to my feet, give a little jump at the top, come back down for 20 seconds. All right, I can also move onto a box or a step to make it easier, and move back to the floor to make it harder. All right, our second exercise would be, let's see, what is our second exercise? A skier. So for the skier, again, I'm spreading my legs wide here, taking the band, just bringing the band under my legs, and I'm coming up and down just like this. All right, try to move as quickly as I can, sticking my butt out as I come down for 20 seconds. All right, for our third exercise, we have a treadmill sprint. And again, I don't have a treadmill here, but just set the treadmill to a sprinting pace, something that challenges you. Hop on or hop off. I also neglected to mention in the other video, but you can also use like an elliptical or an Airdyne bike. Those are both excellent alternatives. They're a little bit friendlier on the knees if you're having knee problems. So that might be another alternative to choose. And for our final exercise, we have a mountain climber. All right, for the mountain climber, I'm going to come into a push-up position here, again keeping my abs tight, trying to keep my back down, just moving as quickly as possible, pulling my knees into my chest, keeping my feet off the floor. Alright, with this as well, if you find that you're having trouble with this, you can move on to a step or a higher surface, same conditioning effect, but that's what I'm looking for from workout B. Get to work.